Hi guys, welcome back to Hawaii Turo. I don't know how you found me, but I'm glad you did. If this is your first time watching this stream, this is your first time on this channel, I made this stream and I made this channel that'll help you grow your Turo business, right? Hopefully you've watched some videos that you can get whatever you want. I have like over 130 something videos to help you out, with whatever issue that you have. The purpose of this stream is just to create a community of people and just question Q&A, basically just like that. If you got a question, just let me know in the live chat. If you let me know how many cars you have and where you're located. If you're watching this on a replay, you can let me know as well, where you watched it from, how many cars you have. That would be great. But hopefully, over the course of, usually this goes for like 1 hour or 3 hours, we get some good conversation going because I have no idea how this goes. But let's go into a little bit about myself, right? So I'm from Hawaii, Hawaii Churro. That's why it's called Hawaii Churro. So I started doing Churro back in 2017. I had no idea, I had absolutely no idea that Turo was going to do this. I have 17 cars now, but I started out just with one. And that's what everybody does. Everybody starts off with just one car, right? And this was like my Uber car. I needed to find a way to cover my lease payment. It was like $500 something a month. And yeah, that's what I did. I had that car on there. It was a 2014 Kia Optima hybrid. I know. It was like, wow. I was like, okay. And it was making more than the note. I mean, I was actually making some profit on the car. And that was really good. And it was so good. Within like a month or a month and a half, I got another car, right? And then I got another one. And then, towards the end of 2017, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to Hertz Car Sales. And that basically just changed my trajectory of my business, right? This is one thing that you need to, eventually find on your market. Which cars are the best cars for your market? For me at that time, I kind of knew it, but I didn't 100% know it, right? I went to Hertz Car Sales. I was going for another Chevy. Right? I just wanted something small, something cheap. I almost got it. I test drove it. But then I saw a Ford Mustang. First time, never had it, never even been in one. I got the Ford Mustang. I got it in. I test drove. I was like, you know what? I'm going to try this Ford Mustang out. This is 2018 in January, probably like January 2nd, right? I got in that car, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to get it. And I got that car. And the money that I was making off that car was, oh, man, it was crazy. It was like almost like $2,000 off that car. It was so much. 2 weeks later, I went back there and got another Mustang. And then a month later, I got another Mustang. Then I bought a brand new Mustang. And then I went back to Hertz Car Sales. I got another Mustang and another one. So I basically got 5 Mustangs or 6 Mustangs in a short period of time, all car loans, right? It was crazy. And then I got towards the end of 2018, I got a couple of Camaros, right? I made this decision. I wanted to get rid of all of my sedans and I wanted to get all convertibles. So I traded in one of my sedans for one of my Mustangs. That was like mid-month. And then I traded my van in for a 2018 Chevy Camaro. That's what I traded that in for. And then I traded my Kia, my first car that I started off with, for my 2019 Chevy Camaro. And yeah, at that point, I had 6 Mustangs, 2 Camaros going into 2019. And yeah, it was like basically that was like my best year up until 2021. What? Oh, hey Edward, how's it going? What's the problem with that? If anything, you could just become a channel member, become a YouTube channel member. It's the same thing. Just click the one-on-one coaching thing, and we can do it that way. Then you just log on to my Facebook. You get on my Facebook, and we can talk there. It'll be the same thing if that's not working for you. Well, hi everybody else. You can let me know how many cars you have and where you're located. Yeah. So we can talk on Facebook and we can do the video chat, through Skype or through Zoom. So what we got. Okay. Well, yeah. If anybody has any questions, they can just let me know in the live chat. I was just talking about my Turo life. because everybody has one. Las Vegas. Hey, how's it going, Ryan? Yeah, because everybody started off with one car. One car for me was back in 2017. Okay, how's it going in Vegas with those three cars? I think it's pretty busy in Vegas right now. Unlike being in Hawaii, Hawaii is very slow. Let's see what we got. Oh, hey Toby from Facebook, and also when I go live on Facebook as well. So if you join my Churro Facebook group, you'll get on my lives there as well. Let's see. You got a Sentra, and the one was booked for 2 months out. I raised my price, it's still booked. That's great. Yeah. Okay. How many Sentras do you have? Okay, so you added two cars, but fairly new. Only one booking, and the other. Okay, it's getting fixed. Okay. What are the other cars that you have? You said you got the Sentra. Okay. If we one Sentra, one Palisade, and one Impala. Okay, I like those new Palisades. That's a 7-seater. Is it? That's not the one getting fixed, right? I'm assuming it's not because that's like almost brand new. If that's the one that's sitting, what is your price? Oh no, do you think that is that price too high in your market? Is that why it's sitting? Yeah, brand new. Yeah. Okay, the 22 Palisade, and then Paul. Okay, that has an issue going on. Okay. You said, do you think your Palace $115? Okay. Did you look in your market and you see other 7-seater, not Palisade? You see other 7-seaters like on the newer side, like a 19 or 20, or of course 21, and see what the prices they have. See, yeah, the other Palisades are around my price. Haven't looked at the other 7-seaters. Okay. So I would say, yeah, that's why I said 7-seaters, not Palisades, right? Because basically, like all 7-seaters, definitely on the newer end, it's all the same, right? People are looking for. I know Palisades are like really new, and yeah. So if you're just looking at other Palisades, yeah, you're leaving out a lot of other 7-seater, really nice vehicles as well. Because I can only assume those other Palisades, if they're around the same price as you, they're not getting booked either. Well, without me even like looking at it, I would say if you're not getting any bookings, you definitely got to lower it. But how much? I mean, once you look at the 7-seater, just go. When you're doing the search features, just put the 7-seater or six or more. Just put that in there, and you will right there see all the cars. And then you can look. The older ones, of course, you don't have to worry about the older ones too much. But the newer ones, I'll say probably at least like 19, maybe even 18, like 19 around 19 or newer. That's definitely your competition. That's my suggestion on that. Because yeah, if you're not getting any bookies at 115, yeah, you definitely got to lower it. Okay. And then let's see. You said so the Sentra that's going out for a couple months. It's been out for a couple months. Was that like your first couple bookings? Like, do you have? I'm curious. Are you getting tourists or are you getting locals? I'm assuming on those long bookings, you're getting a lot of locals. Like, have you done any airports yet? Okay. Oh, you're welcome. Okay. Well, you can't go wrong with a Corolla, right? I mean, you can't go wrong with that. People love that. Okay. See, my Sentra is 50. Okay, 50% each 3 airport deliveries. Okay. So 3 airport delivery. So you got the airport. So $110. Oh, hey Richard from Facebook. 3 airport deliveries. Okay, well, that's what you said. Okay, 50% locals, so 50% tourists. Okay, well, that's not a bad. Huh. So it might just be the Palisade. Just it's probably too expensive. Yeah. How about the Well, you said other cars in the shop, so you don't even that you don't know. Let me see. Mm. Well, hi, new guys. If anybody, you can let me know how many cars you have and tell me where you're located. If you have a question, yeah, just let me know in the chat. September. So you started in September. Yeah. Oh, that's kind of what happened here. September, October, November is really slow. I can tell you, if you had a Palisade in Hawaii, you probably would not be getting more than like $60. And $60 might even be a high. It might even be $50 for that. Oh, Edward, I need to rent my caddy. Okay. What year is it? Is it too old? Oh, hey, HL. Oh, congrats. Congrats. Well, what kind of car did you buy? Okay. And hi, George. If I didn't say hi for Facebook, I didn't even see. A Nissan Versa. Okay. What year is a Nissan Versa? Oh, you just said 2016. Okay. How many miles? Okay. How many miles on the Nissan Versa? 60,000. Okay. Okay. 60,000. And okay. And where are you doing it at? Yeah. And have you actually put it on Turo? Have you went through all the process and did all that stuff? Set up all the things for it? Oh, okay. Oh, you okay. You're in Hawaii. Okay. I heard Kauai is still busy right now. So okay. You can imagine you can make some money right now. Okay. Are you in my Facebook group? I don't know if you are, HO. If you're not, you should join my Facebook group. I have it pinned in the live chat. Really, everybody who's not in my Facebook group, can join. Oh, hey, how's it going, man? Someone, how's it? Yep, it's Monday. It's on my bus. Okay. Yes, yes, yeah. So when you get a car, yeah, you got to have insurance. Yeah, that is the truth. But okay, yeah. Once you join the Facebook group, every time I go live, you will see it in Facebook, and we talk about Turo all the time. So, I mean, I'm not gonna, just for personal insurance. I mean, Liberty Mutual is the one I kind of say, or like State Farm. Those are like Turo friendly insurance. Definitely not like Geico or like Progressive. They're definitely not Turo friendly. Yeah, because that insurance is, obviously state law. Because Turo's insurance is only for when the car is being rented, right? Okay. Exxon Motors. I need to definitely add cars. Oh, add cars and have comeback customers message me about is my car available and they are gone for 2 weeks. Oh, yeah, yes you do. Yes you do. Are you welcome, HO? Well, Jay, yeah. If you want any coaching, I do have my Patreon, or you can become a YouTube channel member. It's the same thing. You get the one or the other. It's more like one on one instead of me talking into a camera into whoever's watching. Just be one on one. But Exxon Motors, what cars are you trying to get? Okay. If we got any new people, just let me know where you're from and how many cars you have. Okay. See what we okay. And if everybody can hit that like button, YouTube definitely likes that engagement. Get some more people in here. Okay. Okay. So you think regular commuter cars were thinking SUV to diversify? It's always good to diversify. Okay. When you mean SUV, are you thinking about like a 7-seater or just the regular 5-seater SUV? I found out that there's a difference. There is a difference between the two. Okay. That's a 2018 CT6. Uh, oh, the Cadillac, right? That's what you're talking about, right? I've never owned a Cadillac, so I'm not so familiar. Okay. Let's see. Exxon Motors. Here in Houston, dealerships are all backed up. 14 days since a lot of people are fixing their cars. Too high to buy right now. So also they rent while cars are in the shop. Oh, okay. How long do you think that's gonna be? I mean, how many? Yeah, I know. Here, me trying to buy used cars, I try to stay away from the used car market right now. Yeah, it's but because cars are in the shop, huh? Always something. Well, has anybody in the group bought a used car lately? Well, how did everybody do last week with Turo? Because I know my week was pretty slow. Saturday was somewhat busy, but other than that, it was pretty slow for me. I mean, so far, my entire month, man. Last month was slow. This month, even slower. Let's see. I think 80% of my guests are because cars in the shop and they keep extending to their cars out. I mean, that's only good for you. I mean, yeah, keep on extending. Yeah. So most of the people got your cars now are locals. Yeah. Yeah. Most of my cars are just parked right now. I could drop my prices to like I don't know to crazy $30 a day cars, but I don't want to do that no more. But I wonder what your price is. Like, yeah, what's your price if they keep on extending? Mm. So your price between 45 and $58. Okay, that doesn't seem too bad. Yeah, it does not seem too bad. Oh, let me see. Oh, 45. Yeah. Like I have my cars small. My sedans with like 50 to 65. Right, yeah. Yeah. And then my Mustangs and Camaros 75 to like 150 or something. Yeah. So if you haven't, you can let me know where you're watching from and how many cars you got. If you have any questions, yeah, just let me know in the live chat. Edward, did you figure it out? Uh, or did you become a channel member? You didn't become a channel member because it would show something right here if you was, but or what do you think about co-hosting? I haven't looked into it, but I see in Turo Facebook groups people talking about it. Yeah, a lot of people do it. I mean, I somewhat almost did it, but I don't know. I've always been a solo person, so just you just gotta find out what does each people bring to the table. So I mean, that's basically it. I mean, could you make more money co-hosting? Yeah, potentially. I mean, but is there someone else just like you, or at least close to you, with your like ambitions and all that, or what you want, right? If you can find that person, that would be great. But I don't know too many people don't want to do what I want to do. Then you deal with two people, they got their own ways they want to do things, and it just yeah. I don't know. For me, I don't know. Probably not for me. But if you're running like I don't know, if you already got like a full-time job and you want to expand with the Turo business and get a full-time job, having a second person or be co-hosting, yeah, that probably seemed attractive. But we'll see. My goal is to get to like 25 cars. So maybe at that level, maybe I'll have a co-host. I don't know. We'll see. Time will tell, right? That we will. If we got anybody new, just let me know how many cars you at and where you located. We all would like to know where everybody's at. Well, one thing I could say, ZR Motors, which is not about co-hosting at all, but when I was looking at people's profiles, I don't know what your mileage is set, miles per day, but I've seen some like 500, 400 per day. I'm like, yeah, that's really, really high, like per day, right? The mileage is like 200 is like the minimum for regular cars. Some people had it like 400, 500 per day. What's yours? Or anybody listening, what is yours at? Because for me, I have all my cars at 200, and before it was 100, or before they changed a year ago, it was 100. So when I saw 400, 500, I was like, wow, like that's a lot of miles to give somebody. Yeah, exactly. Then I'm on yeah, no way, I shoot for the lowest. Yeah, I wish it was 100. It was 100, and you can set your overages, man. I think I had my overages at about, I wasn't crazy with it. I had about like 70 cents, 80 cents. But I didn't start even doing that until like mm, the last 6 months. Yeah, I think right before they did it. I had unlimited miles. I know I was crazy. I was in Hawaii though, mind you. When I first started, up until like 6 months before they changed it almost, I was at unlimited miles. And then when I changed it, I was like, man, I was missing out on all this money in overages. And then they changed. I was like, no, right? So yeah, I wish it would go back to 100. It probably won't. Oh, you said Edward, last month it was okay, but this month's gotten slow. Yeah. Are you Edward? Are you getting any bookings for like December yet? Or even Thanksgiving? Because I haven't seen anything for like December yet. Not me. I mean, my prices are not like the lowest, but they ain't the highest either. Yeah, 200 average 20 days, 4,000 miles a month. Yeah, I know, and yeah, I mean that's crazy, right? I mean, 48,000 miles a year. I mean, come on, that's like 2 years. You're already at like 100,000 miles. I mean, the car is pretty much done. I mean, it's yeah, like that's not sustainable. Just imagine that in like on a brand new car. A brand new car that's alone, right? So you already got so much negative, and then they put that kind of miles on it in 2 years. God, I can't even imagine what the negative is on that. Depreciation. I mean, it's just yeah, that's crazy. So I try to help out as many people as I can. When I see people's listing, I look at that. It's like one of the first things I look at to get them to change that. From 400, 500. I'm like, you do not want to do that because people are definitely going to abuse that. Not everybody, but a lot of people are going to abuse that. They're going to see 500 a day, and they're going to try and see if they can get to 500 a day, right? They're going to be going across country, leaving multiple states. I mean, it's going to be crazy. No one gets into this business wanting to give 500 miles a day. No, no way. The numbers don't work out for it. They really don't. But Oh, hey Jen, how's it going? So no, I have it only because Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Got you. Well, I'm glad you're still here. Yeah, I'm glad. There's no rush to do that anyway. It's all right. What is your mileage setup on Edwards? I don't think you said. Yeah, do you have it at 200 miles as well on your car? Anybody watching, what is how many miles your minimum miles that you have on your cars per day? Oh, hey James, how's it going? I remember you from Friday. Welcome back. Welcome back. Well, how's it going in Texas? Okay. Yeah. We'll see how this stream goes. We'll see how many people we get in this time or how long we go. I know Friday we went for like what, like 3 hours? I know. Over 3 hours. That's like my longest stream. So we'll see. No slowing down. That's great. I'm jealous. I am jealous. I wish I could say that in Hawaii, but not yet. But it'll come back. My Saturday though, I'm saying this is busy, even though this is not really busy, but I had like 5 cars go out on Saturday. I have like 16 cars available. So that was something, but now it's back down to like what was it? 1 car today, right? Then a couple cars yesterday. But it is what it is. Well, James, have you been getting any bookings for like December, like for the holidays and stuff? Oh, right here. Let's see. Heard of Swap a Lease website? You could take over some people's leases, and sometimes they have excess miles left over to say 12 months or more. Just have to expect a car good though. I've heard of it. Yes, I've heard of it, but I that's not something that I'm gonna do. But I mean, what's the perks of doing that? Right? Like, what has anybody done it here? Like, yeah. Well, what is it? Yeah. What's the perks? I mean, what's the difference of doing that or just going to a dealership and getting a lease? Right? Oh, you said not yet, James. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I wonder how many people are actually like booking trips for Christmas time right now. I don't know. I'm thinking not that much. At least definitely not to Hawaii. And you're saying Texas, so probably not so much Texas. Okay, you got Thanksgiving to the beginning of December. Okay, well, maybe over there. Oh well, only 2 car. Wow, 2 cars out of 8. And what's your price compared to like the market? Is your price like really on the low side, or is it like right average, or is it like on the high end? Because like here, I'm like I want to say I'm about not necessarily average. Well, about average, a little bit higher than average. I'm definitely not the lowest. I could drop my cars down to $30, and I'm pretty sure more of my cars will go out right now. And I'm pretty sure I would get future bookings in November and December and January, but I don't want $30 cars right now. Well, if we got any new people, oh, right here. Hey, Aqua. Hey, how's it going? If I live on the west side, should I list my car to the airport? Well, you are definitely in Hawaii. Yeah, so that is definitely everybody who lives out there, all the way, Milani, Waihe, everyone lives out there. Their number one thing is airport. That's where you get your bookings from, right? That's how it is. So if you live out there and you don't have your airport delivery setting, if you don't have it enabled, then nobody that's at the airport is going to see your listing. So if you're wondering why you're only getting local bookings, that's why. But when did you start? I don't remember saying Aqua before. So when did you start doing Turo Aqua? Okay. I think the perks, for example, would be finding a 12-month 12 months left over leases. Is that? Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Okay. So somebody, but why would they? But why would they give up the lease though? They just want to get out of it. They just want to be done with it. Oh, instead of they don't have to pay penalties and stuff from the dealership or something like that. That's one thing I can think of. But yeah, I mean that sounds great if you could find stuff like that. Yeah. Okay, 200. Yeah, Edward. Okay. Oh, Aqua never started planning on it. Okay. Well, the first thing I would say, Aqua, is you should join my Facebook group. I have it pinned in the comments or pinned in the live chat. Talk about Turo all the time. That's what I definitely do. And if you need help, after you get your car on, you want to go over like step by step. If you join my Patreon, we can do a video chat. We can go over that. But what kind of car are you thinking about getting, or what car do you have, Aqua? Let's see. If you did not live near the airport, how would you go about listing your vehicle location? Would you park it in the airport? Yeah, there are lots of options. I mean, like I'm gonna say this airport is like any airport in America, right? There's lots of options. Lots of people they find a spot where the parking. Maybe they leave it in the parking garage. Maybe they leave it at like a garage outside the airport. People take shuttles, right? Or they take an Uber to where the car is. Some places you can park on the street. You can do the remote lock and unlock. So it all just depends on what kind of setup you're looking for. I don't know if you are, I don't know if you got a full-time job or if you plan on driving back and forth, that commute could be annoying, you know. So it all just depends on what you are trying to do. But definitely doing Turo at the airport. Lots of airports do not like Turo. So definitely don't be going up to, baggage claim, picking them up, taking all the photos. Do not do that. Don't do that. Okay. Exactly. People get out of lease due to work reasons, family. Okay. Well, okay. If I found something like that, I didn't know that even existed. But if that's something like that, then yeah, that'd be a good thing to do. You're looking at a Jeep Wrangler. Okay, that's my first. You feel like NEX to be a good spot? Yeah, it will be a good spot. But I want to pause you on the Jeep Wrangler. I don't know if you've been on the Turo. If you looked at the market here, this market is way oversaturated with Jeeps. Does it mean that you can't make money? Definitely not. But I don't know what price you're thinking that you're going to get. It all depends on what you think, right? Like, what do you think you can get for that Jeep? Oh, hey, Eamon. I think I'm saying it right. Eamon, how's it going? I never talked to you before. Is Churro still worth it in 2021? Oh, I mean, I think it is. I mean, where are you located? Yeah. And did you just start, or are you thinking about starting, or you think about quitting? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so you're thinking, and you are in Florida. Okay, okay. Do you know anybody else that does Turo? I mean, Did you just find my channel right now, or have you been watching my videos for a while? I know right now in a lot of areas, Turo is like, it's slow. Not many people are traveling, and it's oversaturated. But some areas, it's not that. Like in Texas, James was talking about like it's busy where he is. So I mean, all this depends where you're at. Pretty soon, everyone's going to be traveling everywhere, and it's going to go back to normal levels. Let's see. Okay, Xeno Motors. Okay, this is like for Aqua. Okay. My car is located 1 hour from the airport, and when I'm available, I change settings to immediate 3-hour window delivery for $120 and bump price up and almost always book someone. Okay, yeah, that's a good one right there. See, everybody got their own setup. Oh, hey, Lena, how's it going? I'm doing all right. How are you? Let's see, Aqua. What's a 1 to 3 cars you think a good fit right now for the Hawaii market? Right now, for the most profitable, I want to go with convertibles, not Jeeps, like Mustangs and Camaros. That will actually be your most bang here, right? Dollar wise. I mean, you can get like regular sedans and stuff, but there are so many of those. I mean, it's just for dollar by dollar, that is the best one. I'm not saying you can't make money on the Jeep. I'm not saying you can't make money on the Jeep or make money on sedans, but per day right now, yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Mid range. Oh. Okay, so you said you're at the mid range of 50 to 80. Okay. Okay. But Aqua, this market is going to go back to normal. It's going to, trust me. Once the international people come back here, and once people actually start traveling here from the mainland, I mean, it's going to pick up and it's going to go back to what it was. Well, maybe not to what it was in the summer, but it's going to be a lot better than what it is now. Yeah. 2 people asked me if that was my Mustang. 2 people asked me. So if anybody didn't know, there was like some kind of a crash in like a one of the main streets in Waikiki, and it just hit a lot of cars. It was a white Mustang. I know, it's in the news. It was crazy. It was tourist. Yeah, I don't know if it was a Churro car. It was not my Churro car, mind you. Not mine. I don't need that headache. Definitely not. Yeah, they're probably drinking or something. Who knows? Okay. The one thing that everybody can do, if you can hit that like button, YouTube loves that engagement, and we can get some more people in here. That would be great. See to get to like above 10. That would be nice. It's crazy. Okay. One more thing, Aqua. Have you looked at the market just to see what cars that you are, potentially competing against? Okay, so you said okay. Then you said so you see more bookings for your Mustang or any convertible. I'm not gonna say more bookings, but I'm gonna say rate wise. Yeah, the bookings could be the exact same for them, but just the rate. You're not getting $60 or $70 from just a regular sedan. You're just not getting that. Sedans are going for like $30, $35. That's basically what I'm saying. Teslas, yes. And those Teslas are very saturated as well. But I haven't really looked at the prices of Teslas, so I don't know. But when you do a search, if you don't have any filters, Turo will just show you like the most popular cars that they want to get booked. So they're going to show Teslas a lot. But once you start doing stuff in your search parameters, right, most people are going to put like price low to high. Then you're going to see the cars. But if you just go on there and you just look whatever they have on there, then yeah, it's going to show Teslas, Maserati, going to show all the nice stuff you see in the commercials. You know, if we got any new people, just let me know where you're watching from and how many cars you have. If you got any questions, yeah, just let me know in the chat. Okay, right here. So if I list a car, for example, for $35, that all I would get per day, or will there be additional fees we'll be charging at the end of the total? Okay. Well, how Turo works is that is the daily rate, right? Then you have to pick, well, before you have to pick what plan that you want, right? So everybody that's watching, we all have different plans, right? A lot of people, you can be the 60, you can be what, the 75, the 80, 85, 90. So that means that Turo is going to take either 40%, 25%, 20%, 15%, or 10%. So that's all depends on what plan that you want. And every plan except for the 60 plan has a deductible, right? It could be as low as $250 to as high as $2,500. So that's the difference between the plans. So that's 35, whatever plan. Let's say I don't recommend this plan. Let's say you pick the 60/40 plan. That $35, you're only getting 60% of that. This is the plan I don't recommend. It has some other perks that they have some perks, which I don't think it matters at that point, but they have some perks that you get. But that's what it is. You know, if it's 75, it'll be 75% of that. So reality, you're probably only going to be getting like 20 something dollars, either low 20 or high 20 off of that. But there are other stuff you can get off of extras, which, you know, a lot of people have, you know, extras and deliveries at the airport, which is going to be more likely your thing. It's going to be airport, whatever your delivery fee is. Do not do it for free. Charge something, $30, $40, something, right? So that will help out, you know, your daily rate. So the best starters, it depends where you're at. I'm not saying that because you said you're in Florida, right? So I know Hawaii because I look at Hawaii all the time, right? So I really, really know Hawaii. Well, I can't say that for anywhere else. I'll have to deep dive, but I know Hawaii, how it's going and the price of other cars, and there's way less convertibles. And there's a reason why it's kind of hard to get Mustangs here anyway. You don't really see them at the dealerships. This has always been a problem for years. Even when I was like back in 2018, I was trying to get Mustangs. I could only get them for Hertz car sales. That's if they even had them. Locals here don't really drive Mustangs, so it's kind of hard to get them used anyway. But Jeeps, a whole nother thing. You can go to the dealership with Jeeps every single day. That's why there's 200 plus Jeeps on the platform here. So it all depends. Do you recommend starters to start off with a business bank account and LLC, or test the waters first and start off slow? To be honest, I don't recommend it. Even thinking about an LLC until you realize if you're going to want to do this full time or have a lot, not actually full time, but like enough time that you have a lot of cars. One car, there's really no point. I mean, you can always get LLC. You know, you can have your business bank account. I mean, yeah, but if you're trying to put your cars under the LLC, you got to get commercial insurance, and it's going to be hard to get commercial insurance for one car, if not impossible. You're going to need like a few cars or 4 or 5 cars. It took me like 2 to 3 years before I even got an LLC. But some other people in here, did anybody else have an LLC, and when did you get it? And do you have the LLC, you know, under your cars? But the LLC is good. You know, it helps you out. It protects you better than not having it, right? For like the worst case scenario, you know, someone gets in your car and it kills somebody, right? Getting sued. Let's see. Okay. So from what I see, locals in major cities just needing good, dependable commuting view. Okay, yeah. I feel like if I get a Mustang, I may hit mainly during the weekends and sit during the week unless I price cheap. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it just depends on what is your clientele, right? Yeah. Some places Mustangs are really good for tourists, and some places, if you're renting to mostly, you know, locals, then yeah, you know, locals probably don't want a Mustang, at least not during the week. On the weekends, yeah, they want, drive around in style. But yeah, I agree. Oh, Edward, you found out. You found it out. Okay. So go on to the Facebook link, which is the same link that I have here. So just go on to the Facebook, and then yeah, we can talk over there. I'll talk after the stream, of course. But definitely go over there and do that so then I can message you after the stream. Okay. Where do you keep all your cars? Yeah. This is another thing that stops a lot of people from growing, right? Where to park your cars, right? In Hawaii, yeah, it's really hard to find spots, especially down here. But for me, I mean, I don't have a lot, way too expensive. So either when I first started where I lived at, there was a parking garage and I had a kind of a setup so I get my cars out and very cheap. I had that for years. But when I moved, I had to figure something out. So right now, I literally either I park on the street or I park at parks, or this is paid parking area in Waikiki where I park my cars at. And sometimes I pay daily, sometimes I don't, but no one really checks that. So it's like right now I have like 15 cars sitting. And that's where most of them are at. They're just sitting over there. I'm not paying nothing, so that's cool. Can you make 100,000 now off Turo? Yes. Oh, definitely can. A lot of people do. Are you gonna ask me how many cars does it take? It's more than 10 cars. It might be 15, but it depends what kind of cars too, right? The higher daily rate, you make more money. So the better, the newer the car, different kind of car, Tesla, stuff like that. So it all depends how much money you have to put into the business, right? If someone has hundreds and hundreds of $1,000s to put into the business and get these cars, for cash, right? It makes it easier. You don't have the car loans. But if you are like getting tons and tons of car loans, right, like which is what I did, and paying $5,700 a month, that definitely ate into it. But then at that time, if you have a lot of car loans, you're gonna have more cars. But cash is definitely less. But if you're only getting like the cheap cars that you're putting on for $30 a day, it's gonna take a lot of bookings, a lot of cars to get that. So, oh, hey, Godfather, how's it going? My job before Churro, I was an Uber driver and an Airbnb host. That's what I did. I started Uber back in 2014, full time. And have I heard of Get Around? Yes, I've heard of Get Around. They don't have it here in Hawaii, but yeah, I mean, that's just another thing to do. I don't know much about it, but yeah, it's a different setup. I think you pay hourly or something like that. Oh, hey, kids versus mom. I think I said that right. I've never seen you before. How's it going? Say, how are you getting your cars? Well, I've gotten my cars over years, right? So most of my cars that I got was from Hertz car sales, like the Mustangs and stuff. Other than that, just from dealerships. But the first car I got was back in 2017. So this has just been an accumulation, of cars. I started off with one car in 2017, just one car. And where are you located? How many cars do you have, kids versus mom? Anybody else watching? Let me know how many cars you have and where you are located. Let's see what we got. Oh, goodness, nothing. Oh, hey, Mark. I don't know if I didn't see you from Facebook. Okay. See, Uncle, how do you handle all your payments on cards, insurance, fees, etc.? Do you put all your tour profits into one bank account and just let whatever payment insurance takes out? Well, I do have an LLC, like I said, and I do have a business bank account. And yeah, most of that stuff just comes automatically for the most part. I mean, yeah, basically it's automatic. I mean, some places I go, well, before when I had car loans, I that went in and paid, but for the most part, you just come automatically. Yeah, it's not that hard. I mean, set up automatic. At least like 10 of my loans are automatic, so it'll come out same time every single month, right? And you get paid like as soon as the trip over, you get paid. Unless it's longer than a week, then you get paid like in increments, right? But everything shorter than a week, you get paid like as soon as trip's over. So you're getting paid, every single day. Once you start get it rolling, every day money's coming in. Let's see. Godfather. So is there any other industry that you would invest in, such as trucking, real estate, etc.? Um, um, don't know anything about trucking. I don't know about that. Maybe eventually real estate. I mean, real estate. Well, you can't go wrong in real estate, right? And Hawaii is really expensive, so that's not number one on my thing. But I mean, the average house here is about $1 million. So I mean, an average condo is probably like $500,000, maybe a little bit less. But yeah, I mean, I probably would be real estate somewhere. Oh, I didn't see this one. Have you done shotgun? Oh, okay. Yeah. That shotgun financing. I have seen that stuff on YouTube. I don't necessarily recommend that. Definitely, if you're just starting Turo and you're doing that, that is definitely, yeah, I don't know. But no, all of my loans, like when I went, okay, in 2018, when I got the Mustang, in 2 weeks I went back there. It was just 2 weeks. One was, no, 3 weeks. One was the beginning of the month, one was the end of the month. But that's just because I was making so much money on the first Mustang, so I wanted to get another one. But other than that, I mean, the next car I did nothing in February. The next car I got was in March. I think the next one was in May, and then I think I started trading in cars. I think I did one like in the summer, and then in August, and then October, and then November. So it was really like every month that I was going to the dealership in 2018. But have you done that? Has anybody done the shotgun financing? I know it's crazy. People go out and what they get. I think got someone on YouTube got what was it like 10 plus cars in a month, or was it 30 or something like that? Yeah, that's that. Yeah, that's not something I would ever do. Oh, I mean, you do trucking, great money owner. Okay, okay, okay. That's good. How long you been doing that? That's good. Lots of ways to make money. Okay. Well, if everybody can hit that like button, that'll be great for the YouTube algorithm. They love that. Love the engagement. So we get more people in here. If you did already, thank you. And also, if you haven't said where you're from and how many cars you have, let me know in the chat. We all would like to know that. So I can ask this question again because I asked it earlier with less people. What is your mileage, your daily mileage setup for your cars? So I've been seeing this a lot when I'm looking at people's listings that people were putting in like 4, 500, 300, even like 250. Okay. You said yours is 200. Okay, yeah, that's good. Well, that's the minimum. That's what it should be. Well, at least it should be 100, but it's not 100 anymore. Okay. Say Godfather. Do you wish your Turo business was more passive? What else would I be doing right now? I don't know. I mean, if I wasn't doing Churro, what else would I be doing? I I don't know. If I had something else that to do instead, maybe. But I don't know. I mean, do you wish it was more passive? I mean, I don't mind doing Churro. To me, it's cool. I mean, once you understand Churro as a company, what they are and what they're not, right? You'll be great. You will not be surprised by pretty much nothing, right? Pretty much nothing, for the most part. But I've always been like hands on anyway. So I mean, that's just me. That's just my genes, hands on. So it's what I do. Do you remember your worst renter and what happened? Mm. Worst? Oh man, 5,000. Well, I could say that I haven't had like any of like the crazy issues of everything you've seen on like YouTube and stuff, or even Facebook for that matter. I don't know. I never had anybody steal my car, even attempt to. What else? I've uh, never had anybody put like what? Put diesel in a car, put water in a car. I never had any of that stuff. I mean, none of that crazy stuff. I mean, to be honest, my worst stuff would be people not returning my car on time, and I have to go to like their house and get the car. That happened like once. Well, she was sleeping, but the point is that she wasn't responding. But I have not had the crazy stuff. I mean, literally. I mean, like what? Like everyone watching, like what's the craziest stuff? Like what's some of the craziest stuff that you think like somebody with 5,000 trips should have, right? Like what? I mean, because I really haven't had like nobody has gotten a DUI in my car. Well, no, back it up. That's a lie. That is a lie. I remember now. I had this eight. Do not do direct if you don't have commercial insurance. I was doing something stupid when I first started, but I had these military, these in the Marines. They got a DUI in my car. It was years and years and years ago. Really, I forgot until you brought it up, or until you got me thinking. Yeah, but I just had to go get the car. I think I actually had to pay for the tow though, because they disputed the money in their card. But that might be, yeah. Literally, there's nothing really bad that I've had. Let me see. Let's see. You had a guy who stole 30 cars in a week, got one of his. Oh, had 30 cars in 1 week, got one of his cars stolen. Yeah. See, I've never had that. I mean, I had some cars broken. Well, I had people break the glass for whatever reason multiple times. I mean, that's happened, but that's it. Oh, he had 30 cars. You see, yeah, I know there's somebody like that. See, that's crazy. Like, I could not imagine, starting back in 2017. I don't know when in the summer or I don't know. I don't remember exactly. Just going out and picking up 30 cars in 30 days and doing Turo. That's crazy. I couldn't do that. That would be, yeah, that's too much stuff that your learning curve is going to be so steep. I mean, just issues like the issues that I read every single day that people have, right? And all these Facebook groups. I mean, it's, because they're new and they don't really understand. I'm like, to do that with 30 cars and not know, that's crazy. That's crazy. Let's see. And let's see. And he said, I once had a drunk driver. He fell asleep in a parking lot. Car was supposed to come back at 10 and wasn't moving from location per GPS. Cops had to get him out, and he had drugs in the car. With damn. Well, yeah, damn. That's all I can say. Yeah, I've never had that. That not even close to that. But wow. Yeah. I'm assuming that wasn't a tourist. I'm assuming that was some kind of a local. And Godfather says because they didn't show up. Yeah, show up on his credit report, so he could have gotten an unlimited amount. Yeah, 30 cars. I mean, like, I'm curious about the 30 cars. It was loans, right? Like, how much is what's your monthly car, like, what's your monthly amount? Like, what are you paying monthly if you got 30 loans? Like, has anybody thought about that, or did maybe the person said, like, how much are you paying? I mean, that's a lot, man. Oh, and you did it. You said that's the last time you handed cars to my location. Yeah. If I had a house, I definitely would not be doing this at my house. Probably, unless I had some crazy setup with. I wouldn't do it. I would literally, yeah, I wouldn't do it there. Where I don't know if you maybe no one know. Well, I'm sure people do know. Like where I do my business now, it's kind of like on the side of the street, but it's kind of like a loading zone for like this condominium, which should be a loading zone. They say no parking, but I've been doing that since the beginning because where I used to live at got this little street off the main road. It's busy, but it ain't that busy. But it is like a loading zone, so that's where I pull up my cars and do everything right there. But yeah, but if I wasn't doing it there, I would probably do like in some parking lot somewhere. Yeah, somewhere. And where is your location now? Xenon Motors. Or like where is it? Is it like I'm assuming somewhere like a parking lot somewhere. Let's see. He said how much he was paying. His credit was amazing. He got each dealer to only report to that dealer and nowhere else. Huh. Well, is he still doing it right now? Like, yeah, I'm curious. Yeah, it's 30 cars. I mean, 30 cars, five. Yeah, I don't even want to even calculate that, but yeah, yeah, it's probably a lot. It's too much to calculate. I don't even want to calculate that. That's a lot of money. Yeah, simple as that. Hopefully, the money that he's made off the cars, he tried to pay off a lot of those cars. That would be something. Oh, okay. You say it's Matty J on YouTube with 30. Oh, okay. Does he have like a updated video on his Turo business? I mean, oh, he's okay. He's one of the top Turo hosts. Okay, well, okay. So he is still doing it. Okay. I wonder how many people does he have on his team because it ain't just him. Pretty sure. Oh, okay. So you have cars in a small gated business part. Leave cars right outside the gate. Okay, yeah. That's a good setup. That's nice. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I wish there was like I wish there was like a nice parking area where I could just park my cars and do all of my my cleaning stuff because I do have a generator. I don't know if you saw any of my day in life, my earlier ones. I have a generator because it's what I used to do. Excuse me. When I first started, which I could still do, but there's no need. I would literally be on a side of the street, like a random street, even if it was busy, with my generator, with my commercial vacuum, and doing that with my Mustang. That's what I was doing. What is that? Yeah. That's what I did a lot of the times. I know it's crazy, but that's what I did. Oh, oh wow. Wow. Well, well, he's making some money then. If he's upgrading to Lambos and stuff. Yeah. Maybe I don't know his story, so maybe he had lots of money before that. He just didn't want to use his own money. Maybe that's helped out as well. I mean 30 cars, huh. That's something. Hmm. I'm not really shooting for 30 cars. I don't know if anybody here is going for 30. Maybe anybody here has 30. I don't know, but 25 is probably what I'm like my high, what I'm looking for. 17 now. I have a Tesla coming, so that's gonna be 18. And yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. I, it's just hard to find that stuff, man. At least down here. I mean, like land is at a premium here. Like usually, if there's nobody on the land, it's because the person is just kind of wait to build something there. It's hard. I mean, I do see a place right there, but they're not gonna. That's something that's been there like that for a long time, but it's just hard. Like I don't really. There's not that many hosts here that even have a garage. Not really. Not really. Like I know somebody. Yeah, I know somebody who has like 30 cars, and he doesn't have a lot. No, he doesn't. He was asking me where I park my cars. I'm like, I park my cars on the street. I don't. Okay. And Godfather said, "Do you ever get bored in Hawaii? Does it get repetitive?" No, I mean, I grew up here, so I mean, to get bored of something that's what I know. I mean, if I moved here after high school, maybe I would, but I don't know. This is what I know, so I'm okay. Yeah. You said, I mean, it takes a month to show up on the report. Yeah, that is something. I actually did not know that a year ago. At least, well, I didn't know it in. I didn't know that you could just go out and just try and go get like 10 cars if you got good credit. Like that all. Yeah. I mean, I did get a lot of loans in a short period of time, but it wasn't like that. So where did I live before Hawaii? Well, I lived in Texas. Yeah, Texas, and then North Carolina before that. Yeah. My dad was in the military, so yeah, I moved around a lot before here. But I got here in eighth grade, and yeah, probably be here forever. Hawaii is my home. My home, my home. Hmm. Okay. So if we got anybody new, just let me know where you're from and how many cars you got. Did anybody think about doing something like that? I mean, maybe not 30 cars, but like 5 or 6 or something. Oh no. Am I, am I still considering adding a slingshot? Did I ever say that I was? I don't think I ever said that. I'm not really into that. See, those kind of cars, what they have to be parked somewhere, right? It can't just be parked anywhere. I don't have nowhere to park a slingshot. I'm not going to park it in my actual parking spot 24/7. So yeah, no, the convertibles is good enough for me. And I mean, you said, how is it over here? That was, how was it? I mean, it's cool. I mean, it's expensive here. I mean, really expensive here. I want to say it's most expensive state, but some people they differ. But it is really expensive. Okay. Kids versus mom. How many? Did you tell me how many cars you have? I don't know if you did because I'm not remembering. How many cars do you have? Kids versus mom. But I know we all want more cars. More cars equals more money. So you have two. Okay. Okay. And are they cash? Are they loans? What loans? Okay. 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 Are you gonna continue getting loans, or are you gonna, do some cash, or what? What's the plan? And I don't know how long you've been doing it. First time talking to you, so do you just start in the summertime, or Last month. Godfather. Do you ever give yourself vacation or free time away from Churro? Not really. I mean, before COVID, yeah, I definitely took the vacations, to those, international vacations. But other than that, no, man, I do tour every single day. It's kind of hard to go on vacation, especially with this many cars, and I'm not remote. When I tried to do it, yeah, it was a disaster. You started last year, okay? Okay, so if you started last year, how come you didn't add during like the crazy summer? Because you must have made, I mean, off of two cars, you must have made some money. Yeah, you definitely did. Because did you tell me where you are? I don't think you did. Are you in Hawaii, kids? Kids versus mom? You had a baby. That, yeah, that's why. That'll definitely stop. That's true. I have you on TV while we're having dinner. Can you tell Mimi to go to bed early and no boyfriend so she get married? Okay. Okay, well, Mimi, go to bed early and no boyfriend till you get married. Okay. Um, kids versus mom. Do you plan on getting some more cars? Emma's laugh. Right? Yeah. Oh man. See, you never know where the stream is gonna go, right? You never know. Every time I go on twice a week, I have no idea. Okay. Okay. Hmm. You- uh, Expansion is always great. How many cars are you trying to get like in the next, I don't know, next year? What's your plan? Oh, kids versus mom. If we got any new people, just let me know where you're located and let me know how many cars you have. If you got any questions, yeah, let me know in the chat. You're not sure. Oh, okay. Well, hmm. Are you thinking about turning this into like I'm not full time, but like I don't know. More than part time or like oh, it's just oh, okay. It's just okay. And then you and the baby. Okay, well. Yeah, that's gonna be hard to expand. I see the problem. Yeah. Well, I don't know what you do for work or how many hours you work. Yeah, that's definitely yeah. Your full time job can definitely slow you down in this business. That's a fact. So, Amy, what made you get into Turo? Well, I got into Turo because I was a Uber driver, right? I was Uber and Airbnb at the time, and I got tired of driving my sedan, my 2014 Kia Optima hybrid. I got tired of driving that, so I was like, you know what? Let's try this Turo thing out. I had no idea what it was. So I had a lease payment on that thing, like $500 a month. So I put it on there, and I got another car. Well, I got a van, right? A 2014 Dodge Caravan. And yeah, I mean, I saw the money I was making off of that car, and I was like, wow, this could be some money. I just kept on adding. So yeah, Kids versus Mom. I started off with a 2014 Kia Optima Hybrid. It's my Uber car from 2014 to 2017. So I literally drove that car. I put 100,000 miles on that car in about 2 years, or like 2 years, maybe a little bit more, but pretty much 2 years. I know it was crazy. And then I put on Turo for the last 20 something thousand miles. I had some issues with the car, but yeah, I mean, that was the car that I did. I wish I still had it. If I had this mind back in 2017, I would have kept the car. I would not have, 2018, I would not have traded in for my Batmobile. I would have kept it. Right now, it probably have about 150. I mean, nah, that's a lie. More than that. Probably 170. And I would have been seeing, well, we'll see. Can a Kia Optima go 170? I don't know, but maybe it wouldn't have even worked. But possibly. But I would have had my stats, though. I wish I had my stats. There's a reason why I don't have that car on YouTube as one of my cars, because when you delete your cars, you lose everything. That's why I tell everybody, don't ever delete your cars. I don't care if you get rid of it. Keep the cars on there indefinitely. So then you can always go back and see your stats. Because that car, my Dodge Caravan, my Chevy Cruze, what else? Is there any other car? No, I think that's it. Those cars, I can never see. I mean, I have the numbers written down because I track I put down every single day of what I made. So I can always go back and look at and add it all up. But still, I don't have the graphs and all that. But yeah, that is me. I mean, since you asked me that question, what made y'all want to get into Turo? Right? I'm curious. Like, why did everybody start doing Turo? Let's see what everybody puts. Oh, hey, Sterling Perry. How's it going? Pick up second car tomorrow. Okay. That is great. You are moving along quite fast. I know the excitement of your second car. I remember when I was getting my second car for Turo back in 2018. Well, that's not true. Let me go back a little bit more. It was in 2017. Yeah. 2018 was my second Mustang. I remember that feeling. That feeling was like, yes, the money I was making off that first Mustang, that second Mustang is going to be even more. But since you just got in, Sterling Perry, maybe you didn't even hear me. I just asked everybody, what made you start Turo? Because I just said why I started Turo. I'm curious. Oh, you already said. Okay, so Kids versus Mom. I started because I didn't want to pay the payments. Okay. But did you, Kids versus Mom, did you get the cars for Turo, or did you already have the cars and like that? Sterling Perry, control of time and money. Yeah, that's good. And Amin says, need more freedom, not trying to get tied down to 9 to 5. Yeah, that's another thing. That's true. Yeah. I haven't worked a 9 to 5 since I graduated college in 2014. Yeah. Yeah. I did all kinds of things before that. I was even in the military for a little while. Yeah. I worked all kinds of things. Okay. Yeah. That's what Turo can do. Turo, Airbnb, all of this gig stuff. Just being self-employed. Being self-employed is something. A lot of people, they never take that step, right? You probably have friends that are like, I can never take that step and do Turo, because I definitely have friends like that. Especially like when I started doing Uber full time, people were like, I could never take that step to just do Uber. Like they just couldn't. They couldn't understand. Like, yeah. But for me, I've always wanted to work for myself. I never really wanted to work for somebody. That was something I never wanted to do. Oh yeah, that too. Oh yeah, they drive different cars. Yeah, I never thought I'd be driving Camaros, Mustang. I mean, before I bought these cars, I've never really been in them. I mean, yeah, when I bought it in 2018, was I ever in a Mustang convertible? I'm gonna say no, I was not. So I mean, these cars, yeah, I buy cars now that I never thought I would ever be in. I mean, like just yeah, that's a good thing about this business. If you want to go try out a car, you can just go buy a car, and put it on Turo, and you can drive it whenever you want to, right? That's like a perk of this Turo life, right? Let's see, kid versus mom. My first car of Turo is actually my second personal car. I needed another car while I was working on my first car. Okay, okay, okay. And then Sterling Perry. Oh, you did Uber for 6 years, so you know the Uber life. I don't know when you started, but I started in 2014, back when Uber had like the surge that would go like 10 times. There was like no limit. Like Halloween and all these holidays was like crazy money. Now it's like, I mean, it's nothing now. At least not like X, maybe the higher black and all that stuff. But yeah, now at least in Hawaii, I mean, the way they changed, I'm pretty sure you probably got the same opinion about the surge. It's so different now. Like once Uber went public, they changed everything, right? Oh, hey, how's it going, Robert? Let's see, hi, Matt. How far in advance is your average booking? At what point do you recommend lowering your prices in the near term to attract last minute bookings if you have open? Well, let's see. Um, it all it all depends how you want to get bookings. When I pre-COVID, a lot of my bookings, I want to say most of them came really in the last month. Like I didn't really get bookings like months and months and months in advance. I didn't, right? Because my pricing was not the lowest. Like my pricing attracted people who were literally booking in the last week because my price was a little bit higher. But you said at what point? I mean, I think it depends on what are your expenses, right? I mean, like what are your expenses monthly, like business expense wise, and can you afford to just wait to see if it's going to go? But I mean, if you've been doing this a while and it's like a normal market, not right now, well, maybe some places are normal, but Hawaii it's not. But like a normal market, you know exactly what the month is going to do before the month even does it. Then right, then you're going to know. It doesn't really matter if it's early or if it's late. You know exactly what it's going to do. So I mean, you can lower it for last minute bookings, and you can if you go really low, you're going to get the long term booking, right? People book like 2 weeks, 3 weeks at a time. So then you'll see it all booked up, but the money you're making is lower. But back to your question, your question, how far in advance? Yeah, I during like the busyness, like during this 4 months in the summer, people were booking my cars probably at least man, at least 3 weeks in advance. Like very rarely when I woke up in the morning, there were cars need to be booked. So that was a great feeling because pre-COVID, lots of my cars weren't booked. I don't even if you watch my car videos, I think I went over. I think I said my percentages of my cars that were going out, especially like my Batmobile and my white Camaro. Those cars are only booked like 50% of the time, right? 50% of the time. Like they sometimes, especially the Batmobile, sometimes that car didn't even really profit. That car did not even profit because my loan payment for that car was $809 a month. There were some months I didn't even do that. So just having a nice car, that's all that was. But hopefully that answered your question. Okay. Sterling Perry. I'm currently looking at 20. Oh, a Bentley. How much is that? And what kind of Bentley? Is it convertible? Because I know those Bentley convertibles, man. Uh, I don't know what the maintenance is on that, but the maintenance on that, I do like Bentleys. But how much does it cost? I think I picked up somebody in an Uber, and he had a Bentley, and he says like an oil change was, God, what did he say? He said some crazy amount at the dealership. I was like, holy mother. I can't remember exactly what he said though. It was way more than I've ever done for an oil change. I can't remember exactly, but it was not low. Just for a simple oil change of a Bentley. I never forget that. I was like, seriously? Oh, you're welcome, Robert. Welcome. Oh, why haven't you purchased a warehouse yet to store your car? Purchase a warehouse? You think I've made that kind of money? Do you know how much a warehouse costs here? I definitely don't have that kind of money. But even if I did, I mean, a warehouse you're talking about probably by the airport. I mean, then you're dealing with mostly airport. Like I want Waikiki, so that doesn't work out the way I do it. Because like I know I told you that people outside the city, West Side, North, Milani, Waiwa, all that stuff, right? They're all airport, but I don't get airports. Airport is not something that I care for. I'm mostly in Waikiki, which I can see right there. That's my Waikiki is my what I do. Okay. And you said six Sterling Prairie, 60,000. Oh, 60,000 for it. Okay. Is it a convertible? Oh, you said okay. You meant lease. Okay. Well, that makes more sense because I like buy like that's the yeah. I don't know, man. I've actually never really looked into it to be completely honest with you, but who knows exactly what that would be? And I'm pretty sure a warehouse. I don't know. To be honest, I want to say it's more than 2,000, but I don't know. Robert, will the will the busy season in Oahu only last from December to January? Do you see it going longer? I see it getting back to normal levels. To be honest, I really do. So yeah, I mean, I really do. I mean, the only thing that worries me is that, which is hard for me to admit, but maybe just maybe there are too many cars here. There's just there's more cars now than what they were pre-COVID. And if that's the case, then right, that's going to eventually be a problem. It just the bottom line, it's just going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem because the average pricing of cars it's going to start to drop. Right. My Nissan Optima that I had at 2013 pre-COVID, I was happy to do. It was about almost $1,000 a month. Which okay, what is that like 30 something dollars a day? But I wasn't getting any extras on that nor deliveries on that. But that's what it was, right? Is that going to go back to be like the norm, right? Would anybody be happy, renting out, sedans? I want to say used or new between 30 and like $40, getting it booked every day. Pretty sure no one really likes that, but that might be the norm, But that might be the norm. You get booked every single day, right? Hopefully not. I mean, the busy season is definitely going to go up. There's just no way it's not. But after, January or no, February is busy too. So March is another slow month. I know, at least in Hawaii. I don't where everybody else is. In Hawaii, March is slow. March and November is like the slowest months in my opinion. When I had 7 condos, March was a slow month. Every single March it was slow. You can see it. It will be busy December, January, February. In March, it will go down, and then it will kind of stabilize April, and in May, it'll go back up, and it'll go back down in November. It'll do that same thing every single year. I've seen that for like 4 years in a row. I was like, okay, so March is definitely slow. That's what it's going to be. So we'll see. In the next 3 months, we're going to see what this market is going to be like, and hopefully, it's not oversaturated. But a lot of people join up in this market. I mean, I look at the market every single day, and I see all of these cars that are on here that I was like, damn, and they're all over the island too, right? That that Turo doesn't really show by like when you search whatever by your location, it doesn't show you the cars only in your location. It shows you all the cars, like where you're at over there on the west side. If your price is low enough, or your price is lower than everybody else, and someone's in Waikiki, they're gonna see your car before everybody else. That's just how the Turo algorithm is. Not really a fan of that, but that's just how it is. Let me see. I would recommend to modify your weekend prices and holiday prices for the for the rest of the year ASAP in case someone has not already. New host use daily price and gets booked all month ahead. Yeah, okay, yes. So if you have your price on automatic pricing, the automatic pricing is definitely going to instantly drop your cars because unless you put minimums on there, it's going to drop the cars to whatever like around like the lowest cars are at. And I saw this right when the market when the governor went out and said right before when the governor said that, I was following the market and like I'm telling you, like it was like clockwork. Like every single day, all the cars, like I mean, probably hundreds of cars was dropping like $10. It was dropping, and then when the governor said that, it kept dropping because I was lowering my prices to stay right there, and every time I would look, it would be more cars below me. I mean, we're talking about hundreds of cars, so it's not just a couple people doing this. These are all these people who are on automatic pricing. They have no idea how to price their cars. The algorithm is just bringing everything down. So, I mean, as long as there's so many cars here and automatic pricing, the prices are going to stay low, right? And hopefully they all get booked because I actually do have my December price back to where I like it at. They're my prices. Have I gotten any future bookings yet at that price? No, but I'm waiting to like December 1st or late like Thanksgiving, and maybe I'll probably get something. Okay, sorry. Okay, you got it used. Okay. Right. So, Aqua, since it's getting back to normal, knowing we're in Hawaii, is it gonna be busy all year round? I mean, what's your definition of busy, right? What's your definition? I mean, are you gonna get the same price every single month? No. I mean, I could. Where's mine? I could show it. Well, if you go look at my car, my yellow Mustang, because I go over all my stats from like 2018. I broke that down. You can see how like the numbers would change monthly. It's not the same every month. It's never been. Oh, kids versus mom. How's Airbnb market in Hawaii? I don't know anymore. The state's trying to change stuff up to make it harder and harder and harder. I don't do it, so I stopped right when everything shut down. So I was subleasing 7 condos, so I just gave them up pretty much after that, and I was like, I don't want to do it. But yeah. Oh, hey Tars Play, how's it going? Let me know where you're from and how many cars you got. But yeah, I use automatic pricing. However, make sure to set up your minimums at a rate that's profitable. People gotta know their numbers. Yes, exactly. But a lot of people don't do that. They just do automatic and boom. Now the minimum automatic by default is so low. Like it's so low. Like right now, like earlier today, I was doing a search here for like when you're at 3+ days, that's when the discounts come in. And I was seeing cars like $20. And $20, like Churro has minimums for cars, just minimums. And I think that, well, a lot of those cars, the minimum is $20. So I'm seeing already, like it's already at the minimum for some of these cars, on this island. But that car's okay. Okay. How many trips do you have? Seems to me that you have a few trips. You've been doing it a while. But yeah, in Hawaii, we're going to see in the next couple months because I'm going to like it needs to get back to the point when I look up day of like right now. If I look for cars at 5 p.m. for 1 hour, point is just trying to see last minute bookings, and I shouldn't see cars below like $60. I shouldn't see it. That's where it needs to go back to, right? If you're seeing cars like $20-$30 right now, 1 hour booking window, right? Then you know that it is so oversaturated. And that's what I see. But I look at that every single day, hoping that, a lot of these cars get booked, but people just aren't really here right now, which is weird because I go on the passenger count and I check that reality for 2019, we're kind of close to like the bottom of 2019, like our top. So it's not that big of a difference, but I don't know. I'm just going to say not a lot of people are here. Yeah, Tars Play. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's definitely $20. That's the truth. That is the truth. But yeah. Okay, you said you got 34 trips, only been doing it a couple months. Okay, nice. Started with LLC, a few cars, and now I'm in the process of finishing and publishing. Okay, nice, man. Nice. I'm assuming you have commercial. How many cars do you have for commercial insurance? probably have at least 5 cars then. Or yeah, let me know. Yeah, Zeno said Turo tries to push the minimum daily price. Oh, 100%. That's the same thing they're doing. That's why they took off the post claiming fee. So they can charge more fees. Oh yeah. That's automatic. That's the truth. When they sit behind whatever desk or whatever table and have their meetings and stuff, they find out ways so they can take more money from us. I mean, it's obvious what they're doing. When they change the miles they change the miles from 100 to 200. I mean, they've done so many things, man. They've done things before I even started doing Turo. I found out something that when you go to fair claims, I didn't know this because I've actually never done fair claims personally, but back in 2017, I had no idea. And Turo's been around 10 years. I found out when it first started, the fair claims was zero. Now it's $350. I'm like, oh, okay. That's just something that I just found out recently. Well, I knew it was 350, but I didn't know it was zero when it first started. He said, I don't have commercial insurance yet. Also, okay. That's what okay. So I have an LLC just like you, and I don't have them under my cars because you gotta have commercial insurance. So I was just curious what you're okay. Got you. I have 17 cars, but I don't know how long you've been watching my channel, or you just found me on YouTube search right now. But yeah, I had 12 car loans and for a while. Robert just said something good. Recently, I got my first booking on Model X. Nice. 2 days, $408 profit after Turo's take. Customer, yes, that is what's up. I love those. I've had, well, not that much profit, but I've had those drive very little. That's what's up. Those are the best ones. When they only got the car for, I do that. They only got the car just I don't know, ride just for like a quick trip somewhere and come back. Okay. So Tar Plays, did you just find my channel or you've been watching for a while? Okay. You got the 4 cars. Well, I think it's going to be a good 2022 all around the board. Once we get all this stuff behind us and everybody starts traveling again, get back to some kind of normality. It just, yeah. Because you said you were. Oh, Facebook group. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. I've been talking on Facebook a lot more. Yeah. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you found me. Yeah, this is what we. So if we got anybody else new, if you can let me know how many cars you have and where you located. If you have any questions, yeah, just let me know in the chat. And also, which I haven't said in a while, if anybody wants to join a Turo Facebook group, I do have a group. It is pinned in the chat. And when I go live like this, I'm live on Facebook as well. And I do have an Instagram. My Instagram, it's kind of new. I don't really use Instagram that much, but I do have an official Instagram for this. And it is, I believe it is that right there. That's my Instagram. I should just put IG there, but that's my Instagram right there. So yeah, I do post there. I have like 8 or 9 posts. So yeah. That sounds like a good setup to our place. Yeah. You are when you start to grow, like for what I've seen when I've done coaching and I look at different markets and stuff, like a lot of people they use multiple, airports and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean that's potential to really grow. If you want to go that route. Who knows how much cars you're trying to do or yeah, who knows, but okay. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, yeah. I think I got it right after that. I think so. Yeah, yeah. So you tested me to see if I got it, huh? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, if you can hit the, that is good. I mean, what is everybody's goal? Like, how many cars are you trying to get to? Because that's a good question. Okay, let me see. Cool story. Bought a 2012 Mazda 6 at auction for 3 grand. Listed on Turo. Wow, listed it for sale at premium price. 3 months made. 3 months made money. Back then sold for wow. 2 years left. Wow, wow. Wow. That's a money story right there. That's a money story. Oh, 10 cars. Okay. Hey, Robert Reed, how's it? Okay. And how many you have right now, Robert Reed? You have one. Okay. Okay. I mean, oh yeah, yeah. Okay, I remember. I kind of remember our conversation. Yes, you Coppola, right? Right, Coppola. I think I'm right. Is it Cop? Has to be Coppola. Are you? Was it Coppola, Robert? My brain is saying you was Coppola. Punchable. Ah, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, punchable. Okay. So many people I talked to. I think Coppola was. Oh, Coppola was Shane. Was the Shane. I can't. Yeah, the other guy. God, so many people. The guitar plays. What percentage plan would you recommend? I use a 75 right now. I've had a few damage claims. However, every time the guest has either one, use a personal insurance or two, pay out of pocket. Well, I mean, once you get the experience, let me see how many. Well, let me just say what I was going to say. Once you get the experience, man, I would say go to the 90. But if you are already getting the experience, you're going after them, and they're using their insurance or paying cash, right? Once you know how to do those things, I would just switch straight to the 90, and just start off before when they right after they book, go over their insurance stuff. I'm assuming you know how to check which insurance thing they picked, right? Like I'm assuming you do know. When you click help and you go to what the car agreement and it shows you exactly what they picked. Because I go over that every single person who books my cars, every single one. Take the menu. I have like copy clipboard stuff. Actually, I made videos on this as well. I have a clipboard stuff that I say when they have like decline, minimum, standard. I don't say anything, but decline or minimum, I definitely go over that so they understand. So they're not looking at you if they damage something, right? If they use their personal insurance, a lot of insurance companies they don't recognize Turo, they don't like Turo, they don't want to deal with Turo, so they decline all Turo stuff. And renters don't know that. They just assume that Turo is hurt and it's not, right? So I tell them that to call. So so when they call and they say no, they usually just add insurance, and maybe they add the standard. And the standard, it's $500. So I'm expecting like $500 if something happens on the standard. But yeah, like I said, it's all up to you. I mean, like I tell everybody I coach, I tell everybody, if you want to eventually switch to 90% plan, start off on a 75 and get some experience, telling people, going after people, and then once you feel comfortable with that, switch to the 90. and then put some money away. Who knows? Only you know how much money to put away a month. Depends on how many cars you have and how much money you're making. Put some money away every month to cover some things, because there are some things you're going to have to come out of pocket for. There's just no way you won't. Sooner or later, I don't care if you got 100 trips, 500 trips. Sooner or later, sooner or later, something's going to happen. Let's see. Yes, I watched your video. How would you word it when you go over them with them? Well, let's see. If they decline their insurance, I basically just tell them did you call your insurance company to find out if they cover? I mean, something simple like that. And then if they said yes, they cover. Okay, that's it. But if they said something like let's see, some things. Let me go one thing. They say, oh yes, my insurance, I have full coverage. I have the best coverage in the world. They cover. And I tell them, right, I say a lot of insurance companies don't take Turo. And if they keep on doing it, I just stop. I was like, okay, cool. I'm not going to sit here and just keep going back and forth and saying that. I'm just going, good. That's what they think. Hopefully they're right. If they're not, they'll be paying me cash. And then if they say something like, they say, what do they say? I got something a few days ago. They said, do I have to get it? Like, don't force them to get insurance. Don't do that. So if I get that response, I say, no, you don't have to, but just understand you're paying cash for damages. I say that. You're paying cash for damages. And they say, okay, boom, and that's for decline. And minimum, I just tell them, do they understand what it means to be on minimum coverage? A lot of people say, yes, I understand. No, or they say, no, tell me, what does it mean? And after I tell them that, there's a deductible, a lot of people, well, I tell them what it is, and I tell them they should either call their insurance or switch to the standard. So a lot of people just switch to the standard, or they call insurance. Some people have canceled because of that. I mean, some people have. I mean, it is what it is. But the thing about minimum insurance, which I've seen people in the groups that they do things differently, or maybe they don't understand. But when you book a car on Churro, by default, it is minimum. So people are just pressing, they're just clicking, okay, submit, and it's automatically on the minimum. A lot of people do not understand what the minimum insurance is. They don't know. So that's what I did. Oh, Robert. Okay. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah. That I would say watch my insurance video if you haven't watched that video, Robert. And then taxes. Oh, taxes is a whole nother thing, man. I don't even give me the taxes. Let's see. Running this like a business right now. Everything is made. That is made is being reinvested. Okay, yeah. That's a good thing to do. Yeah, definitely at the beginning. I'll say that. Let's see. Careful to do claims with guest insurance if they happen to have the same insurance. Yeah, you're right. That is true. I actually I took a chance actually with that, but I don't think my insurance even knew that it was a Turo thing, because it was actually what was it? It was actually a third party that hit the car, but they denied. Well, they scratched the car, kind of backed into a little bit, very minor damage, but they denied. They're saying that they didn't do it, but it was actually ended up being my insurance. Well, it was my insurance for the other guy, and then, but I don't think Turo was brought up at all anyway. But I don't think anything is going on with that. But yeah, definitely watch out, because that might stop you, especially if you got something like Geico and Progressive, and that they have Geico Progressive. That might stop you from continuing that, or you just take that risk of them dropping you. I mean, that's all up to you. Let's see, Tara. I don't fully understand why private insurance companies don't want to cover these cars. Aren't held liable while the vehicle is on a rental with a guest. Well, the thing, people lie and commit insurance fraud, and the liability of it. I mean, maybe there's some lawyer or somebody can somehow get their insurance company to be on the hook for it, right? I mean, just maybe. Who knows exactly? And just the likelihood of somebody damaging a Turo car over a personal car goes way up. That's just. And Turo's had 10 years to fix this problem, and they do not care. I could say some other words, but I'm not going to say it on here. They do not care. Not in the least bit. Let me see. Robert, I operate as an LLC with special insurance that covers me during Turo pickups and drop-offs. I'm on a 90 plan with max deductibles, 1,000 as insurance. I have covers the difference for me. Okay. So you have 1,000. Okay, I'm assuming like that. You just said something else. Oh, okay, I see. I got you. So I'm assuming like that insurance is actually like a worst case scenario. Yeah. Like I'm assuming for like all the small stuff, you are trying to use their insurance or get them to pay cash. Let's see what he said. I am with State Farm. I slipped one time speaking to them, and they said they didn't say anything. They didn't say anything about anything on our car. Yeah, State Farm is okay. They don't really care. They don't care. Yeah, they do not. What is this? Yeah, they. Yeah, State Farm doesn't care. But if he was like, I think Nationwide, Progressive, definitely Geico care. If you tell Geico you're doing Turo, yeah, you're probably not gonna be with them that long. You're probably not going to be renewing your stuff. And then he said, Robert, insurance is based off of your credibility and driving history, not someone else's. More liability. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And Robert's saying, yeah, because having other people drive your car is definitely, yeah. They don't know who's driving. Yeah. Robert. Yeah. I looked at the GMI. It was just too expensive for me for my 15 cars at the time. Maybe eventually I'll add them, but I haven't done it. For a car. Mm-hmm. I know for me, Turtle Plays, they quoted me about 1,800 a month, something like that. But that was just me. I don't know what Rob. Oh, I didn't even see it. He just said that. Yeah, that was about. Yeah. See, my thing is like that insurance is like Robert. That's like a worst case scenario because you can't really use it for every little thing like how you would use Turo's insurance if something happens because eventually they're gonna kick you off, right? So that's literally just for like worst case scenarios that if you can't even use Turo. I think that was for I want to say it was 15. Might have been 15. I don't remember exactly. And I mean that's just kind of I mean that kind of at least the one I had that was just regular driving. There was no mileage set on that. I think Robert said something about what did he say? He said something that it's only pickup and drop offs. Mine wasn't that. Mine was regularly driving for me. As far as I know, maybe I could be wrong, but I swear that was just for regular driving. Okay, so that's why he said that because he doesn't even drive it for personal. Okay, I do drive my cars. I drive whatever I can for personal. Okay. Yeah, maybe eventually I'll do that. I don't know. If I thought about going like direct or something, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's right, Robert. Churro, yeah, yeah. It's our place. Something like whatever it came out to be. I don't. Really remember. Yeah, this insurance thing. I know. Well, the guitar place. Well, very nice speaking with y'all. I'll definitely be back. I have to go pick up a Turo Go car from the airport. Okay, yeah, I'll be doing it again on Friday, more than likely. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. Well, you said you watch. Yeah, so we'll see you on Friday if you can. But yeah, fine. I do only have about 15 minutes as well because somebody, the only car that I have out, they wanted to return the car like 2 hours early. I'm like, oh, okay. But that's the Turo life for you, yeah, guys. People want to come back early, and yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was yeah, I think that was the first time he was here. I think he's in I think one of the Facebook groups. I put this stream on some other Facebook groups. Some people have jumped in, some people haven't. But yeah. Well, yeah. This is Hawaii Turo. I have no idea what I'm going to talk about in my Thursday video, though. Is there anything anybody wants to? Some ideas for Thursday? I have literally. I don't know. And did you watch my last week video? Like the way I do the check-in procedures and all that stuff. Oh, hey, 40, how's it going? I think you said you check in your guests yourself. Do you ever plan on doing self-checking to make Turo more passive? I've been asked this question, or at least passive, twice in this stream. I don't know. I mean, not just the way it's hard to park cars here and just leave it remote. Like, I mean, there's a possible way, but there's one possible way that I could do if I got Viper in my Mustangs and in the cars that don't have that. Yeah, I could leave everything over there, but I could see the headache of the people who I can see a headache of somebody saying something with that many people going to the cars, but it's a possibility, but nah, I'm okay. At least for now. But no problem, man. I do only got about 10 minutes though. About 15 minutes max, but it's all right, bro. Like never. You can catch it after. It'll be on YouTube, so yeah. But who here has, who here in Hawaii has like what he's talking about, like a remote setup. Yeah, because maybe at the airport be something. If I was at the airport, I know where I could do it at the airport. Like it would be, I know where I can park the cars, right? Well, I mean technically you park in the parking garage, but you're not supposed to do that. But that's not what I'm thinking about. But I have a lot of cars where I'm talking about, probably not so much. Okay. Okay. So I haven't said this in a while. I don't know if anybody hasn't done it yet, but if you haven't done it, hit that like button because YouTube definitely loves it and will definitely help this video get pushed out there, now and after this stream is over. Oh, the Young Hogs. Hey, how's it going? I have never seen you before, but okay. Nice name, the Young Hogs. I'm assuming you have a YouTube channel, as you have a channel as well. But okay. How many cars do you have, and how long you been doing it? Okay. You got 2 cars. Okay. 6 months. Okay. So you started right before it got crazy busy. Okay. Oh yes. Thanks, Robert. So Robert says, make sure you guys like and subscribe so we can get this value, keep getting this value. Yes, I would definitely like it if you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. So if you don't know what notification bell, if you don't hit that, YouTube does not send everything from the channel that you subscribe to. You only get like a little bit. You won't get everything, which is kind of a problem with YouTube anyway, but that's a whole nother thing. But okay. 6 months, okay. Are you thinking about getting more cars? Or you're just, it's too like the max you want to do? You want to expand? Okay. Okay. What's stopping you from expanding? Let's see. And also, I would say if you don't know Young Hogs or anybody else who hasn't joined yet, you should join my Turo Facebook group. I have it pinned in the live chat. And yeah, we just talk Turo all the time. Okay. You said it's only me picking and dropping off the vehicles. Okay. So I wonder, what is your setup? And like, are you doing a lot of airport drop-offs and pickups? Is that what's, you know, got you kind of maxed out right now? Or are a lot of people coming to wherever location you have it at? Like, hopefully not your house, but do you have it like some kind of public place or something like that? What? I'm assuming you're doing a lot of deliveries. That's the only thing I can think of why you're not expanding. Okay. So you're delivering to multiple airports. Okay. Is there a way to, I don't know. I'm assuming you said California. I'm saying LA because LA is like what I know, but LAX is huge. I mean, are there places where you could park the car? I mean, like, you know, close enough that they could take an Uber to it, or in the parking garage or somewhere? You know, these are things I'm just thinking of. You know, just trying to becoming more remote. You know, there's only so much one person can do, right? I mean, obviously handling 10 cars, one person going from one airport to the next. I mean, it's not going to work. Okay, so you said they're mostly at the mall. Okay, and why they would take your car if it sits in the street parking? Yeah, that's crazy. But you know what? You know what? They pick and choose to give tickets for that. It's $160. I've had a few of those tickets. Right? It's easy to get them off. Once you go to court and say that it's not abandoned, they take it off anyway. But yeah, but there are some places that a lot of people can complain and complain. There are hot spots where that one guy goes all over the island. Yeah, it is quite annoying. Let's see, Foodie, you brought up an interesting point. Do you not meet the guests at your house? I don't live in a house, so I live in a condominium, and I do not do my business here. Not really because of I live here, but because of where I live. There's a lot of old people, and they're definitely not going to like me doing my business. There'd be too much traffic. I do it where I used to live at in Waikiki on the side of the street. That's kind of like a loading zone, but it's not. It's an unofficial loading zone, but it should be a loading zone. But it's a red curb. But it's a red curb that does not tow. Like, I have a car coming back in 20 minutes. If this is one of my cars that I can lock remotely, I would just tell them to leave the car right there. I'll lock the car remotely right now, and I wouldn't care. I'll leave it there for 30 minutes to when the stream is over, and I'll just go get it because I know 90% of the time it's not going to get towed. I've been towed once, and it was July 4th, and I understand that tow. That's my fault. I should have had it at that time. But other than that, no one tows there. It just doesn't happen. Does everybody know that? No, but I know because I've been dealing with that since 2017, so I know. But yeah. Oh, so you okay? So the young hog. So you say that they ticket overnight. Okay, well that means. Hmm, hmm, interesting. How much is it daily? So this is something that you, yeah, you might need to like. I don't know how much it is. I mean, the price only you're gonna know. And yeah, I mean, like, how much is it daily, right? And if you're telling me that if your cars are going out for, I don't know, 4, 5, or 6 day minimum, I mean, you got to calculate what would be the cost for you to leave the car there. And you have a delivery fee. If you're still profiting after all that, just leave the car there, right? Unless you have like lots of days in between, then maybe you can go get it out of there. But if it's going to be gone for multiple days, it comes back, and then, whatever you got to do, and then it goes back out, you could just have that all calculate all that into your delivery fee. Don't tell me you're doing the airports for free, then that's not going to work. But that's what your delivery fee is for, at least part of it anyway, to allow you to expand, right? But yeah, I do see that a stationary lot will definitely be, a better option. But I don't know what your airport charges. So gotcha, because I'm debating. I have a large private lot, so I'm debating whether to meet guests there, but it's at my house. Yeah, I mean, you have a large. Well, in that case, maybe I. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, yeah, that's up to you, man. Yeah, I know a lot of people say don't do it at your house. Even I said that because of the crazy people. But if you have a large parking lot at your house, I mean that makes it easier. But how about you like your neighbors and stuff? So I know a lot of places people complain and stuff. You got to deal with the state and all that. I mean, if you have no neighbors, then yeah, or at least no neighbors that care of a lot of people, coming onto your property like any time of the day down there. You said recently Churro has removed delivery fee. No, what fee? What are you talking about, the Young Hogs? There's always been a delivery fee. They're not going to take that off. Like if you're having it, yeah. There's no delivery. I mean, I'm not gonna. I know delivery fees there. Like, do you have it set up? Like you said, you do deliver to multiple. Well, I'm pretty sure. I'm curious what the problem is. What issue? Like somebody is trying to book a car, and when they book it, you're looking at your stuff, and it's not saying it's a delivery, and it's not saying that it's a you're getting paid for it. Is that like what's actually the problem? Okay, so do you own it? It's a commercial property. Okay, well then I would do it there then. In that case, yeah, I would do that. You got one up. You got some parking. I wish I had some commercial parking. That would be nice. Help me out. Yes, it's not showing. Let's. What I can say is, or the young hogs, when you go to your car and you go to what is it? You click the delivery location, right? And you look to the right. When you look to the right, do you see your airports over there? And if you do see airports over there, if you click one of them, you can toggle the pay. I'm assuming if you're not seeing pay, it might be at zero. It might be free, right? I'm assuming that because other than that, it's not even saying airport, but it has to say the airport because if people are putting the airport in and they're doing delivery and your cars are showing up, that means you have that much there. It's you have the airport. I'm assuming it's something to do with the price. Did you ever have the price show up? But I'm saying, like, when you go to your listing, do you see like the delivery and the price that you have on there? That's what I'm trying to get to. Okay, but let me just look at it exactly. Like when you do go to when you not that one. When you see the airport, like when you see the airport, does it say I'm like right underneath the airport? Does it say the price, or is it saying like let's see, is it saying something like or is it saying free? Right. So is it saying the price, or is it saying free? So it says 30 there. Okay. So if it's saying 30 there, the next thing I would say on the receipt, does it say the airport as the location? Like, or at least on the reservation, does it say the airport? And does it say that airport? Because remember, yeah. Does it say the airport on the location? You saying it does say the airport? Okay. Well, you know what I'm gonna say, which I already said earlier. You should join my Facebook group and just send me a link because I'm gonna have to go in like 1 minute anyway. Because I mean, it's 4:19 right now. If you join my Facebook group, I can take a look at your listing and see exactly what's up. So, like I said, just join my Facebook group. I have it pinned in the live chat. Just join my Facebook group and then just you can either make a post or send me a message. Just make a post. Just make a post and I'll see it. So do it that way. But I know we just had some new guys, but well, but yeah, I know we have some new guys, but I'm gonna have to, yeah, I'm gonna have to end this stream literally right now. But thank you guys for everybody for watching. So I will be going live again on Friday. So in the next couple days, I'm gonna put it up. You're gonna see it. So I would say everybody join my Facebook group. I have it pinned in the chat, in the live chat. We talk about Turo all the time, and you'll get my live streams in the chat in Facebook as well. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching, and I will see everybody on Friday.